Shalom. And give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Do rule well, teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity. Back with the part 3. Ended up, Esau being the serpent he is. I'm gonna just jump right into it. Just getting out of camp and had to warm up. But this devil got everything upside down, man. And those that can't see, man, hey man, the Lord not dealing with you. Jump to the book of First Peter. Chapter 3 and verse 1. Because this is how our women should be, and not listening to this devil, man. And it reads, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh of great price. So you can't that type of woman is, you can't really put a price tag on that. You can't compare that to anything of wealth. That's a good thing, man. But in this society, the world will have you to believe that you're being oppressed, you're being taken advantage of, or you're not living up to your potential. But in the other videos, I already went into what the Lord created woman for, as a helpmeet. That's the greatest that a woman can do, is be that in order help me to her man, and if she has no man, to her father. So it's just goes to show how far this devil has connived and beguiled his way into people's minds, man, and make them go off. I'm gonna jump to matter of fact, I'm gonna go down to verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. And women in these days, they're afraid to be in subjection because of what their friends gonna say and what the world gonna say, man. To hell with that, man, because the Lord is judging you off of how obedient you are to your man, period. So anybody else's opinion shouldn't even matter, man. And to the sisters that are doing what you're supposed to do, man, hey, shalom, man, and Godspeed. But to the rest of you, man, hey, get it right, man, or it's gonna be hell in those times. It's better to get it right now and not have to try to get it together at the end and scuffling and scrambling and find somebody that's gonna deal with you, because ain't no man of the Lord gonna be dealing with no out of order woman, man. Period, man. I'm gonna jump to the book of Proverbs. Chapter 14. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, and it reads, a wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. I'm going to jump down to verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. And that's as Esau, man. He's foolish, man. None of everything that he's law he done came up with, what happened? It come to bite him in his own ass, man. The liberation of these women. Now you see more than ever, a lot of these rich and elite Edomites, they're getting took to the bank, man. You know, no pun intended. They these elite banking families, man, they wives is leaving them, and they having to come up off that dust, man. Why would you even create a system like that that has the ability to take you down? Foolishness, man. Jump to verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And we see that, man, with all this homosexuality, man. This stuff is being normalized like it's cool. But what is the end of it? Death, man. You got to be on pills for the rest of your life. What they call it? Something where you take the pills before engaging in these acts, because they know you're going to expose yourself to certain diseases and illnesses and shit. That's the way of death, man. Ain't no life coming out of that, man. Verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth in his confidence. You know, and you know, a lot of women be simple, man. They hear benefits and they just run to it. They hear benefits and they just run to it. Fuck everything else. My morals, my integrity, all this. I'm finna get this check. You know, forget the order of how things supposed to go. I'm finna get this money. I'm finna get these benefits. But it bites them in the ass in the end, man. Because now, like more than ever, these women looking for somebody to save them. And how bad they treated the Judite, man. They not finna put their life on the line for you. They are not. So you guess what? You stuck with the dang on serpent. Jump to Proverbs 31. You know, all these women are always talking about, oh yeah, Proverbs 31 woman. But that ain't, you know, hey, it ain't a lot of y'all. I start at verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil in all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. You know, verse 12, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. And a good woman, man, a virtuous woman is not seeking out how to take over her husband, how to tear him down, how to get him out the way so she could be in charge of things, or get him out the way so she could reap the benefits of what he put in without him there to rule over her. So hey man, a lot of you women, you're gonna find out the hard way, man. But that was the point, man. 12. You can read the whole chapter because it's very in depth on the role of a woman, man, a virtuous woman. But these days it's all about how you can destroy your man. Esau already destroyed. So the goal is to destroy the Israelite man, man. And a lot of these women do that subconsciously or on purpose. I'm gonna jump to 1 Corinthians. Chapter 11. I'm gonna start at I'll start at I'll start at verse 11 at the top. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Yahweh HaMashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is HaMashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of HaMashiach is Yahweh. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. See that right there? The Lord gave a chain of command on men and women, and the Heavenly Father and His Son. It's a chain of command, same as the military uses, same as these jobs use. A lot of times these sports teams, it's a chain of command, period. And the man is the head of the woman. And if the Most High put that into effect, who is the serpent to come and try to disannul that, man? Verse 7, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image of and glory of Yahweh, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So, hey man, you here for the man's sake, man. Period. Not your own. And not to be causing a ruck, but you supposed to be living in harmony with the man, man. Before this camera run out, I'm gonna get 1 Timothy 2:11, and it reads, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And that's just what it is, man. You women have your order and your place, and the man does too, and it's the authority under Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. But with that, I'm going to say Shalom and the Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala.